Zach and Tori Roloff reveal shocking detail that caused them to get married. And is Audrey Roloff's ego out of control? I will explain everything. Never miss this video. The couple from Little People, Big World, Zach and Tori Roloff, revealed some unexpected details about their premarital experiences. Season 25 of Little People, Big World ran from February to May 2024. It was Zach and Tori's last season since they said they were ready to move on and devote their attention to their family without having cameras follow them about all the time. Despite leaving LPBW, Zach and Tori are still in the news because to their podcast. Even though Zach Roloff was happy to just keep dating her, Tori Roloff of Little People, Big World encouraged him to get married. Raising Heights podcast hosts Zach and Tori discussed a dating-related disagreement that eventually led to their marriage nearly 10 years ago in their most recent episode. It was Zach who finally acknowledged that he had hoped to date Tori a little longer, but Tori thought differently. I was totally cool dating, and Tori was like, all right, let's get this show on the road, Zach stated on their podcast. Zach was surprised by that mentality since he recalled thinking, already, we have only just begun. Tori thought 4 years was a long time to wait for marriage, and by then, she and Zach had been dating for that long. I was waiting for it, she clarified. Dude, I can't, I exclaimed. Bro, time is not wasting. At the age of 24, Tori was ready to start the show on the road and end her quest for a marriage. Zach was eventually convinced to get married because to Tori's schedule. Oddly, Tori wasn't very confident in her own relationship, even though she wanted to take that big step and get married, because she was afraid her ex-boyfriend would wake up one day and decide to move on and start seeing other women. She had extreme insecurity when she was dating Zach. Sometimes, Tori would imagine Zach saying, oh, I want to go sample something else, like I've had enough of this flavor. Tori was Zach's first date, first kiss, and first everything, which was a major factor in her concern. Zach said on the podcast that he never thought about that, which is lucky for her. It was then that he expressed his desire to continue dating Tori for a while longer before considering marriage. When Tori and Zach reflected on their marriage and relationship, she appeared to exhale in relief that everything had worked out for them on Raising Heights. The future of the Roloff family's reality show, which concluded with the conclusion of Little People, Big World Season 25, is now unknown. The network will need to determine whether it makes sense to keep the remaining cast members involved now that Zach and Tori are no longer involved. Even if LPBW Season 25 is the last episode, at least it had a satisfying conclusion since the Season 25 final felt like a series final. Tori and Zach will continue to share bits and pieces of their lives, but mostly through their podcasts and social media. Is Audrey Roloff's ego out of control? Because of her conceited attitude, Audrey Roloff has been in constant conflict with the viewers of Little People Big World. Audrey joined the LPBW community when she began dating 34-year-old former reality star Jeremy Roloff, the son of Matt and Amy Roloff. Following their 2014 nuptials, the pair welcomed a daughter, Amber Jane, age 6, and two sons, Bo James, age 4, and Radley Knight, age 2. The birth of their fourth child, a daughter named Mirabella May Roloff, was announced by Audrey on Monday, May 27, 2024. Audrey has drawn a lot of criticism from fans, despite the fact that she became a fan favorite very early. With over 1.6 million Instagram followers, Audrey is among the LPBW stars with the largest online followings. Because of her constant updates on her life as a wife and mother, which some fans deem needless, Audrey is no new to criticism on the internet. The majority of Audrey's fans find it offensive when her family-related posts are accompanied by polarizing commentary and know-it-all viewpoints. But Audrey keeps posting the same stuff, which is a tendency that indicates her conceit. This is in spite of the criticisms. With her frequent postings of information about herself, her family, and her businesses on social media, Audrey has established a reputation as a social media influencer throughout the years. Though admirers enjoy some of Audrey's posts, which provide updates about her family, Audrey has a history of oversharing information that is typically unnecessary and humble bragging about her life. When Audrey shared a family photo on Instagram in January 2023, she said in the caption that people would feel more authentic if they waited until April to make resolutions for the new year. Fans of Audrey's post criticized her harshly, pointing out that no one asked her about her resolutions and that it was superfluous for her to say when others should set their own. A few months prior, however, many of Audrey's supporters were unimpressed by her post when she boasted about managing all of her responsibilities as a mother. Audrey posted a photo of herself cuddling her little Radley along with a note on how she always completes all of the tasks on her to-do list, which includes working gym, doing projects around the house, throwing parties, and preparing meals at home. Fans of LPBW can learn a lot about Audrey's life activities from her extensive Instagram page, which features over 2,576 posts. But because Audrey constantly brags about things or purposefully stirs up controversy, the majority of her posts frequently get harsh criticism from her fan base. Audrey used Instagram to record the family vacation to Hawaii for her followers. Audrey boasted that she and Jeremy had visited Maui 5 times, staying for several weeks each time, and that it had become their favorite destination. She showed off photos of herself, Jeremy, and their children. Audrey's posts often earn her a lot of criticism from the fan base, since she's always bragging about something or being intentionally controversial. A lot of fans were quick to point out that Audrey was ignoring the fact that most fans are on a tight budget. A single trip can cost thousands of dollars, and many families find it difficult to afford vacations because of their work. Audrey celebrated going on 52 dates with Jeremy in just a year, but she didn't simply keep going. She went above and beyond. Once more, Audrey posted a montage of different photos and videos from their dates on Instagram, along with a description of everything they did. She then said that couples ought to invest in their relationships the way she and Jeremy did. Audrey doesn't hesitate to share pictures of her kids on social media, in contrast to some moms on reality TV. Sadly, fans have occasionally misunderstood Audrey's tweets, questioning her ability to fulfill her role as a mother. Audrey posted a photo of herself holding her firstborn daughter, Ember, and giving her a kiss on the lips 2 months after the infant was born. While Audrey's infant lacked any headgear, fans noted that she was wearing a cap to shield her head and ears from the bitter cold. Fans chastised Audrey right away, questioning why she put her child's safety last and put her own picture-taking needs first. After taking a year off from social media to disconnect, Audrey returned to Instagram in 2019 and within weeks was subjected to mom shaming. Although Ember was turned away from the camera, Audrey shared a photo of the young child holding her when they were on a Hawaiian beach. It was clear that Ember was naked. In the picture, a good portion of her nude behind was visible. Fan questions about why Audrey would be posting her baby's behind online and what Audrey believed Ember would say about her mother's choice soon swamped Audrey's Instagram comments section. Despite facing backlash from fans on multiple occasions, Audrey has not responded to any of her postings on Instagram, except for one in which she put her husband Jeremy under pressure. Audrey shared this image of herself and her husband on social media following a workout with Jeremy. The caption read, "Feeling thankful 'cause I married a man who doesn't watch football, play video games, golf, or care about cars unless they are older than 1970. Despite Amy's attempts to portray Jeremy as a reserved man with certain interests and activities, The post had the opposite impact. Fans of Amy's posts instantly became interested in her posts, pointing out how dull Amy made her husband appear and how judgmental Amy sounded about the interests of other guys. Fans also questioned Audrey's reasoning for believing that a husband's hobbies should not coincide with those of his wife, and they asked the LPBW star to get off her high horse via Hollywood gossip. Audrey removed the post, stating that the comments underneath it had become inappropriate as the criticisms were becoming too much to handle. This episode exemplifies Audrey's tendency to get into difficulties due to her conceit and arrogant attitude. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.